going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Asa Studio with another retouching tutorial in Photoshop. So let's see how we're going to edit this image under 5 minutes. Okay, so under 5 minutes. The things we're going to be covering is color correction, frequency separation, and exposure, and also white balance, using the white balance too. And if time permits, we can go to liquify. But let's start. Let's get started. Like I said, we need to edit this photo in 5 minutes. Okay, so let's start. Now we want to balance the colors or the skin tones. As if I zoom in, we can see that we have different skin variation. We have some kind of different colors. So for us to use the check layer, for us to check that, we can use the check layer, which is the hue and saturation. I'm just going to go into the master, and if you click on any green, increase the saturation, you're going to see where green is. You can see all this place. I'm going to reset it, go back. You can go to the blues, and you're going to see where the blue is. So I want to target this yellow. So I'm going to reset and then go to the yellow. I know it's already yellow. So if you increase, you're going to see that it's yellow. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to set this. Now, so that this yellow should will be like the other black part of the skin, I'm going to decrease to something like this, and I'm also going to decrease the saturation, and you can see the before. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, let's see. So we can see the before and after. So that yellow part is gone. We can make it more realistic and bringing this one down a bit. Okay, so now the yellow is out of the way. So let's make sure it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. I'm going to grab another one, the hue and saturation adjustment, and let's zoom in. So this, we're going to focus this with the hand to focus on the cheekbone. So if you increase, you're going to see that the skin are the same now, but we have difference in this bluish part. So we're going to bring it back, slider, to target those areas alone. So let's zoom out, and I'm going to take it forward to something like this, and I'm going to hit 0 back, and let's try and give it a yellow feel, kind of feel like this. And we could increase the lightness as well, or we can as well decrease. Let's increase the lightness, the layers increase, and the saturation increase a bit. So that's for that, and we have before and after. All right, so I'm going to create the stand visible layer, Control Shift Alt and E. Now let's work on the exposure. Now if you see the white parts here, it doesn't have much details, and we can fix that with the exposure adjustment layer or the brightness or anyone. We have to use a special tool which is under the camera raw filter. So I'm going to go to the camera raw filter, and under the camera raw filter, I'm going to go to where we have the highlight, the white shadows and black. So bringing down the shadow, the white, you can see the details it adds to it. Let me zoom in right there. You can see the details it adds to that. So this is our before, this is our after, just by bringing down the white. So I'm bringing it down completely. Let's zoom out. Okay, so now let's increase. Let's still bring down the highlight a bit, and also we can increase the shadows and the black. Yes, so just a bit. Let's bring down the shadows a bit, like 17 or so. So this should be fine. And now we can go ahead and use our white balance tool, and just pick a point. And if we're not okay with that, do Ctrl Z. Let's pick this point. It's too bright. I'm just gonna leave this color. I love the way the color is. Well, let's pick this one. It's still gonna give us something like that. We can do it manually, and add some yellow touch to it, but still yet still giving us okay. So we have this one to display. So okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this, and we're gonna click OK, and this is gonna give us, we have the details we want. If you want to erase, sometimes I do it like this: create a mask, grab the brush tool, increase the brush size, and make the foreground color black, and then I paint to remove, yeah, so all those, something like this. But it's not going to act natural. We need to leave it the way it is. So that's sometimes, not most of the times. Now we can, let me just clean everywhere. Okay, so now we can create a stand visible layer and do our frequency separation. So Ctrl J twice, name this place color, COLOR, enter, name this texture, texture, hit enter, turn off the texture layer, select the color layer, go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I'm going to blur it. That's too much, just a bit. Somewhere like this should be fine. Let's blur it like 4 should be okay. Turn on the texture layer, select the texture, go to image, apply image, and under the blending option, select subtract. Under the merge, select color, scale to offset 128, it's okay. Change the blending mode to linear light. Group the two together. This is our frequency separation. I'm going to name it FS, hit enter, open up the group, and let's start with the color. I'm going to select the mixer tool brush and make my settings, set your settings like this, and I'm going to start blending. All right, so I'm through with the frequency separation, and this is what we have before and after. So it's very important when you're doing frequency separation. You can also, blend the color of the hair, even the highs. I actually blend the highs, and even the clothes, some part of the clothes and the rest of. So you will notice, you can see beneath the clothes, see things change. Okay, so now that we've done that, I would like to find a way to make this top part of our skin look darker. So let's see. One of the two I like using then is the hue and saturation. So I'm just going to pick that place, and let's see how we could select just that place alone. Okay, so this should do. It's 0, and I think we need to desaturate and bring this downwards. So it's just to blend the skin together, and it's working. So I don't want to make it look red. Just want to make it look, yeah, I think it's working now. Okay, so bring this one down a bit, not too much. So this should do, just to make it look natural. So sorry, where did I put it? I'm going to drag it on top, and we have before and then the after. Okay, so it's almost the same. Let's see if it affects. Okay, it's affecting this one. So grab the normal brush tool, decrease the size, and I'm going to paint over this with X, hitting X on the keyboard, to maintain that color, and even the color of the eyes and all this, and also for the lips as well. Okay, so now we're gonna do some enhancements, yeah, for the lips and the rest parts. So, okay, so I'm gonna just do that. Hit X again, and I'm gonna cover it. Let's cover it. Okay, so now let's make the eyes white and the teeth. So just grab the photo filter, make it it's 2, and after that I'm going to close it, start again with another one, black and white, and I'm going to adjust this one, cyan. It actually makes the eyes white, so just a bit, and decrease the opacity to like 50 or 60, and I'm going to grab the two and group them together. This is for the eyes. Put a mask on it, invert the mask, control I to invert the mask, and I'm going to zoom in, then paint with foreground color white, and let's whiten up the eyes and something like this, so to whiten up the eyes. Okay, if that's too much, we can decrease the opacity, and so one last thing I'm going to do, we can go back to create a stem visible layer, Control Shift Alternate E, and you can do some dodging and burning. I don't just want to take time, I wanted to use 5 minutes, but let's see. Curve, hold down curve, and I'm going to increase this one like this. Let's do our dodging and burning first of all before we start thinking of brightening up the photo. I'm going to do it like this. Invert the mask, Control I. Grab your Control I to invert the mask. Grab your brush tool, select, just draw a straight line like this. One. I'm going to do here as well. And on the eyelashes, okay, to make it brighter, make this smaller. So I'm just selecting the highlights. And this, where should we? I think we should do something, yeah, like that, and this place as well, and I'm gonna do here and this side and on our face. Okay, so there's nowhere left. I think that should be fine. I'm gonna do some small on our hands. Okay, on hair somewhere there. Okay, okay, okay. So that should be okay for me. And I'm gonna grab another one which is gonna be burning. I'm gonna bring it down. If you're doing it, you can actually label, but I don't have much time for that. So I'm gonna do this, do this, do this, do this. Let's remove that one. And I'm going to, very important, the eyelashes, very important, and the eyebrow. So that, and let's do somewhere here, here. It's just to create, dynamics. Yeah, something like that. And I'm going to do something like this. All right, so I think we're good now. Now we're going to double click. Let's start with the black one. Zoom out and go to the mask. Select the mask and feather it out. Feather, feather, till, yeah. So something like this. Let's do it. Bring it back a bit. See what you see is not visible. So I'm going to leave it there. One, and go to the next one. Open it up. Go to the mask. Select the mask, and feather it. See where. See where it looks natural. So somewhere there. So let's group the two together. Yeah, and then we can do before and then the after. So notice how we create some dimension before and after. You can decrease the opacity and it's going to look natural. So the last part is to add the melanin lot. So I'm going to load my 3D lot melanin. You can use the choco beside. I think I have it. Okay, so we have that one. Let's load another one. Let's see. Load the one dark choco. Load. Okay, let's see another one. Load and choco one and load. Wow, this looks beautiful. I love this one. I love the skin. I love the way it looks. Yeah, I think I love the way it looks. Let's drag it on top and there we go. So I'm gonna decrease this one and leave it like this. So let's create a stem visible layer, Control Shift or and E, create a stem visible layer. And if you want to go to camera raw filter and do the rest. Okay, so I'm gonna group everything together and then we're gonna see our before and after. So before and after, before and after. So thank you guys for watching. See you in our next video. Once again, this is a Exas. Okay, so one other thing I normally do is to use the hue and saturation and then go to the blues just because of the highbrow, increase the saturation of it, and as well carry the vibrance and increase vibrance, and there we go. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Once again, this is ASAS Studio.